What if your dream gives you no money, but you still don't give up? A boy painted every day, but no one paid him. People laughed and said, "This is useless." But one day, his art made the whole world feel something. In a small, quiet town, there lived a poor boy named Arif. Arif had no toys, no new clothes, and sometimes no food. His house was small and broken. The walls had cracks. But Arif had something special. He loved to paint. He painted on old paper, broken walls, and even on the ground. He used cheap colors, sometimes even mud and water. Every day he sat quietly and painted what he felt. People walked past him, but no one stopped. No one cared about his art. But Arif smiled softly and said, "One day, someone will feel this." Arif's family was worried about him. His mother said, "We need money, not colors." His father said, "Find a real job. Painting will not feed you." Neighbors laughed and said, "He's wasting his time." Children in the street pointed at him and smiled. They said, "Look at him. He thinks he is an artist." Arif heard everything, but he stayed quiet. He did not fight. He did not explain. He only picked up his brush and painted again. Because painting was not just work. It was his heart. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Arif kept painting, even when he was hungry. Sometimes his hands were weak, sometimes his stomach hurt, but his eyes were always full of dreams. He painted sad faces, happy moments, lonely nights. He painted what people feel, but cannot say. Still, no one bought his art. His room filled with paintings, but his pocket stayed empty. Yet, Arif never stopped. One day, Arif sat outside and painted in the rain. Drops of water mixed with his colors. His clothes were wet. His hands were shaking. But he kept painting. People passed by quickly. No one stopped. To them, he was just a poor boy. But inside, he was building something powerful. Something no one could see yet. If this moment touched your heart, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to English Story Academy, because stories like this can change your life. Years passed slowly. Arif grew older, but his life was still simple. One day, a stranger came to the town. He saw Arif's old paintings on a wall. He stopped and looked closely. His eyes became still. He felt something deep inside. Pain, hope, truth. "These are not just paintings," he said softly. "These are feelings." The stranger showed Arif's paintings to the world. People started looking and feeling. Some cried, some smiled, some remembered their past. Arif's art touched hearts, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Soon, people wanted his paintings. They waited just to see his work. The same boy who had nothing now had respect and a voice. Arif stood quietly and looked at his old brushes. He remembered the hunger, the pain, the silence. He smiled and said, "I was never poor. I was growing." Now he understood the truth. Money comes and goes, but value stays forever. His art did not chase money. It touched hearts, and money followed. Moral of the story: never chase money, build value. Because when you create something real, the world will come to you. If you learned something from this story, like this video, subscribe to English Story Academy, and share it with someone, because one small story can change a life.